don't love the game chess because there's always very different skill levels, and expert players want to play with me, and then I just get crushed over and over. I feel like chess is a good game for jerks who just want to teach new people and then feel good about themselves for winning all the time. However, I do like two-player abstract games, so I'm always looking for good two-player abstract games. That's where Sigil comes in. This is a interesting and thinky two-player abstract game that plays in about 20 minutes, and the skill level is going to be the same because you're going to both be learning it together. On your turn, you can place one stone down as long as it's connected to a previously placed stone. If you place where an opponent is and there's space, it pushes them back. However, if you place where an opponent is and there's nowhere for them to be pushed back, it crushes their stone. After you do your normal single placement, you can place a second stone out on your turn, but you have to sacrifice 2 stones from somewhere else. If you have a spell fully controlled by your stones, you can cast that spell and get its special ability, but you have to pay for the spell, and it costs the amount of stones on it minus any of these mana spots that you control. So to cast this spell and get 4 hard moves, I would have to sacrifice 4 stones. I could do it from any of my stones out here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The game ends when one player has cast their 6th spell, and then whoever has the most stones on the board wins, or it ends when one player ever has 3 or more stones on the board than the other player. This game plays in about 20 minutes, but there's a lot of tough and interesting choices. Casting a spell is very powerful. Those special abilities are cool, but sacrificing stones to cast a spell makes you vulnerable. So is it worth it? I don't know. Sometimes it is. If you do it right, it is. But if you do it wrong, you're going to lose the game, because if you have 3 or less stones than the other player, it's done right then. So casting a spell might win you the game, but it also might make you lose the game on the very next turn. I think that's an interesting decision space. There's a lot of interesting decisions like that for a game that plays very quickly. I also like that there are extra the spell tiles in the box, so there's some replayability there. You're not going to see the same combination of spells out on the board every single game. You know, that keeps the game fresh and interesting. If you are in the market for a 2-player abstract game that looks pretty cool on the table, I think this one is worth checking out.